Hello out there, everybody. Here I am for day 14 of 30 Westerns in 30 days. And the movie I watched today is, yeah, I guess it's not really a Western, but it has definitely a Western feel in the way the movie was shot. And I'm doing this one out of request to YouTube Moses. And it's No Country for Old Men by Joel and Ethan Coen. The movie's based on a book by a novelist named Cormac McCarthy. I've read the book. I've read a couple of his other books, including the upcoming adaptation of The Road, which will come out soon. It's got Viggo Mortensen in it. And if the movie's anything like the book, that movie's going to be great because the book is incredible. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. This film is really, really good in my opinion. I love the movie. I had thought about it myself, including it in my 30 Westerns in 30 days, but I didn't know if it would be acceptable for most, since it's set in the 80s. It's not it's not a Western, but it has such a feel to it, and it has such a Western motif almost, and even the way the story is told, it seems kind of in a way in the Western vein. But then again, it's my list and I'm watching the movie, so I'll watch whatever I want to, I guess. But to get into what the movie's about, basically you have this character played by Javier Bardem named Anton Chigurh, and you never really learn much about the character. All you know is that he's a very evil man, and he's on a job to get this money that was lost by some drug dealers, and it's about him, and it's about the Josh Brolin character who stumbles upon this money and decides to go ahead and take it. It's about Javier Bardem's character chasing Josh Brolin's character and trying to get this money back, and the things that happen to him along the way. And it's a complete, it's a psychological action thriller is really what you would have to label it, if you have to label it anything. But in a lot of ways it really reminds me of there's a lot of moments in there that are real Hitchcock inspired, especially the whole point of him being chased and it's constantly this game of cat and mouse. It really reminds me a lot of North by Northwest, and how he's getting chased all over the place, and it's similar to that, but it's very gritty, and it can be extremely violent at times, which may be off-putting to some, but it's all for a reason, because ultimately when you finish the movie or the book, it seems like everything kind of played out as a sort of morality tale of kind of temptation and greed and a lot of different things, because the Josh Brolin character, his name's Llewellyn Moss, he could have just let the money go. He could have just went to the police and said, hey, I found this stuff out in the desert, you should go check it out. But he didn't choose to do that, and he chose to take the money and try to take it for himself. And this whole battle he goes on with Javier Bardem's character, it just goes and goes and goes, and then the ending, I think, throws people off a little bit, which I won't talk about. I'm not going to give it away for those of you that haven't seen the movie. But I thought it was an incredible ending, and the movie does not stray from the book. Let me just say that. The movie is pretty much exactly the way the book was written. There are some things in the book, like Tommy Lee Jones's character pretty much has a little flashback at the beginning of each chapter, to where he's just talking about something from his past, something that happened to him from his past. And you kind of get a little bit of that at the beginning of the movie and in some of Tommy Lee Jones's thoughts. And there's not much else. There's a small section in the book that dealt with Llewellyn Moss and helping out this young girl at this hotel that he stops at. But that's not in the movie, but it doesn't really hurt the movie at all by that not being in there, because obviously they can't put everything in there. The movie would be 4 hours long. But as far as giving this stars, it's 5 out of 5, and I think anybody who enjoys this style of movie will love this film. It's one of those movies that after you watch it, it just kind of never leaves you. It'll stick with you for a long time. It won Best Picture that year. Cohen's won Best, I do believe it was Joel Cohen that won the Best Director, because it's written and directed by both of them, but I can't remember how it worked, because sometimes one directs and one writes and vice versa and stuff, so they're always weird on how they do that. But the other thing, Javier Bardem won Best Supporting Actor, I do believe, for this one. And a lot of others were nominated. A lot of people were nominated for the movie, and a lot of the nominations were very deserved because the movie's incredible. This version, just to show off the DVD version, this is the 3-disc digital copy version. The first version that came out had pretty much nothing on it. This one's got a lot of decent special features and stuff on it. It's got like a slide case digipack and stuff. So, but I guess that's it for now for this movie. I hope I did a good job for you guys. And if you guys like the vids, just keep watching, because we've still got a bunch more to go. And I just want to thank you for watching, and peace out.